and welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make this easy Ninja Foodi Hamburger Helper. You can make this in the Ninja Foodi or the Instant Pot. So if you need Instant Pot Hamburger Helper, it works the same way. And it can be made gluten-free too if that's a need. So let's get started with the ingredients. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of oil. This can be vegetable oil, grapeseed, or olive oil. 1 cup of diced onion. A pound of lean ground beef. You want to make sure this is as lean as you can possibly get. 2 cloves of garlic minced, and then salt and pepper to taste. And I like to just add in a dash of each, so it's totally up to you on how much you add in. And then you'll also need 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 4 cups of beef broth, 16 ounces of gluten-free or regular elbow macaroni, and 3 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. Now, it is best to buy a block of cheddar cheese. Usually I will do mild and then shred it at home. If you buy the pre-shredded cheese, it is not going to melt as well. So it will not work as well as using a block of cheddar cheese that you shred at home. So that is all that you are going to need. We are going to go ahead and set the pot into the Ninja Foodi, just like this, the gray pot. You're going to turn it to saute. Add in the oil, the onion, garlic, and the beef into the pot, and you're going to cook and brown this for about 5 minutes. So until the onion is soft and the meat is brown and it's no longer pink. The reason it's best to use very lean ground beef is because then you don't have to drain it and there's not a lot of oil left. So it will cook most of that out. As you're cooking this, go ahead and scrape the bottom and be sure nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pot as well. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. And then we will go ahead and add in the salt and pepper. Like I said, I usually just add a pinch of both. Worcestershire sauce, tomato paste, beef broth, and the pasta. Then you'll stir it up to combine. Now you want to be sure that your pasta is fully under the liquid so that it cooks well. If it's not going to cook as good. So be sure that you've got it stirred and under the liquid. I like to use a low sodium beef broth because this one already has a salty taste. But that is totally up to you. My husband likes it with the saltier taste. I like a little bit less, so we usually end up with low sodium. But again, totally up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and get that beef broth in, and then I'm going to add in my pasta. So I am using the gluten-free pasta in this, and you can use either one, as I mentioned, and then you'll just stir this up so that's under the liquid. So now that I've got that done, I'm going to secure the pressure cooker lid and set the nozzle to seal. You're going to cook this on high pressure for 5 minutes. Now once the timer goes off, you want to turn that nozzle to vent immediately and release the pressure. If you don't, you will have a pile of mush and nobody wants that. So be sure that you are nearby and you are turning that nozzle to vent the second that you hear that timer go off. So you need to get all that steam out. And once the steam is out, you'll carefully remove the lid and go ahead and stir up your pasta that you have in there. And get your cheese ready because we are about to add that into the pot as well. Now I am adding freshly shredded cheese. So again, not the package of pre-shredded cheese. It has an ingredient in it that makes it not stick to each other when it's in that bag, which makes it harder to melt. So if you do use that, it will work. But it will be a lot more stringy than if you used freshly shredded cheese. So I'm adding about a cup here, and then I'm going to stir it and add the rest of it. So I'm using mild cheddar. Now once you get this all done, you can serve it with additional Parmesan cheese and parsley if you want. We just usually serve it as is. My kids love this one, never has complaints, and it tastes like the real deal out of a box. Like what I grew up on, basically. I remember friends making this all the time, and I loved it, and my mom would never make it because she could not stand a hamburger helper. But we love it, and now we just make it from scratch and not in the box. So it's easy to make in the Ninja Foodi. Really doing anything with pasta is so easy in the Ninja Foodi. It's a great beginner recipe too. So as you can see, we've got that all done, and we are going to plate it so that we can eat it for dinner. Now this is Ninja Foodi Hamburger Helper. You can find the complete recipe over on my website, mommyhatescooking.com. And be sure to like and subscribe because I will be sharing another recipe next week and you don't want to miss that one either, I'm sure. And you can be sure and find all of my Ninja Foodi recipes over on my website or you can see many of them here on YouTube too. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make Ninja Foodi Hamburger Helper. Thanks so much for joining in today.